What am I to do when they spraying lies, but this is the truth? I ain't gon' post, ain't finna hate on your growth, but they gon' hear my side in the booth. Somebody lied to me too.
What's good with everybody out there, man? It's Mr. Go Get It with Speaking the Real podcast. Back at y'all again, man, with another one. I'm coming through here with my main man, LUCURT. My man is on fire out here, doing his thing with his music. He's in the family of the GGI, man. We represent. Y'all see, he's a Dolphins fan.
Thanks.
305. You know what I'm saying? This thing here get real serious. So I'm back here with y'all, man. But first, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been listening. Thank you to everybody that has been subscribing. I thank each and every person that has been downloading. I appreciate the country Germany. I appreciate all the downloads that you have been doing on my podcast. I appreciate that. In my United States, man, you already know the 386, man. Y'all been hitting it up. Y'all the top on the top. Duval, appreciate y'all. Orlando, MIA, Miami 305. Y'all in there. I appreciate y'all listening, man. I appreciate all the people that I know in those cities that's in my family as well, man. Appreciate the love y'all been showing me. But right now, man, I'm introduce my man LUCURT85, man, and I want to welcome him on the Speaking the Real, man, because of it. Man, I met this brother, man. This brother here, he lit me up. I mean, he's been through the struggle. He's still in the struggle. And he just real people, man. So, LUCURT, man, give him a little bit about yourself, man. Before I get to asking you a few questions about some other things and whatnot. But you give him a little bit about yourself, man.
Man, what's happening, man? It's your boy LUCURT85, man. I know y'all done heard about me, man. First off, Carl, I want to appreciate you, man, for like having me. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You really like been an inspiration lately. I ain't even gonna lie with the movement you got going on. So I first want to give you your flowers. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
As far as me, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Dade County, man. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised, Gould, Florida. You feel what I'm saying? I had a little rough life growing up, man. Nothing major I couldn't overcome. You know what I'm saying? All praise to Yahweh that I did overcome it. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, as it go on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get a chance to really get to know who LUCURT is. You see what I'm saying? Just lock in, man. Fuck with me, pay attention and subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? LUCURT85 on all platforms, man. Terrell Diane's son on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, when it comes down, when you say you had a rough childhood, when it comes down to your childhood, when you say you had a rough, what is it? What you mean by rough? Was it mentally rough, physically rough, or all the way around the board? Just
I say overall it was rough, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, I had my mother. You know what I'm saying? I had a father. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I lost him at a young age. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like he didn't want to be there.
Right.
And then I had my step old boy. You know, tried to like step up and play that role, but man, I was rebellious. Man, I felt like you were trying to like pretty much be my old boy and not be that leadership. I had to become an adult and deal with females that had kids to understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, I see. Yeah, because a lot of times, a lot of men ain't equipped to be able to raise a seed that ain't his in a certain way. And what I mean by that, sometimes you can try too hard. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody missed the whole concept. So when you was growing up, this in the 305, now this out of Dade County. So when you was growing up, how was it like when you was going to school? Like, you know.
I mean, in school, man, I mean, like, I got a pretty good, vivid memory, man, all the way back. And it's like, from when I can remember, it was like I was just a badass jit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like...
Now, this you saying, so most people be like, this, it ain't what you saying. You was just
I was a badass jit.
Yeah, okay,
I was a badass jit.
Speaking the real, man.
That's some shit I'm on now, like, looking back and seeing shit a lot of younger jits going through now. It wasn't who I really was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a nigga was really like seeking attention. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be a part of these certain crowds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because nowhere else I felt that love. You know what I'm saying? I said I didn't feel it at the crib, but it was a different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just like it's some kind of way in your spirit. Your spirit just wants to settle with what was around you at that time. Or what was so you was rebellious to basically. But you know it was you. Yeah, it was me being rebellious.
Pretty much once my dad passed away, man, that's when I like fuck it, because I knew my old girl loved me, but when it came to my daddy, I knew like it was like, I don't know if you ever experienced it, but it's like I fear him, but I know I'm loved at the same time. You know what I'm saying? My
right.
mama can be like, I'm in the store. When we get home, I'll beat your ass. Get home and forget all about it. Daddy gonna have to been right there.
Right.
So I kind of like, I feared him, but knew I was loved at the same time. So when he passed away, it's like, shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I knew I was loved, man, but it's like, it was different because
Right.
with him, I'm the only child. With my mom, she got 5 others to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
So after once you actually lost him, you realized in the teaching what you lost. You know, when he was teaching it to you, you didn't understand it. But once he was gone, that's when you realized, oh man, you loved me.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't understand at that age. I thought he was punishing my ass. To be honest, I didn't know it was like, you know, till I became an adult, I started to realize a lot of shit. Honestly, like put myself in his shoes and trying to view shit like with anybody I deal with, I put myself in their shoes, try to analyze the situation before I even act on it, whatever the case may be.
But when it comes down to like school, where did you actually go to school at? Where did you attend school at? I know it wasn't they kind of like, you know.
I started off at Bulls Elementary. You know what I'm saying? For Bulls Elementary, I then went to Caribbean Elementary. From Caribbean Elementary, Hurricane Andrew hit. So we then moved to Naranja. I went to Chapman Elementary, 2nd grade. We moved back. I continued at Caribbean. I went to Mays, from Mays, Jar Lee, from Jar Lee to Project Lee, all alternative school. Mays was my last public school. 6th grade, I got kicked out. I got kicked out 6th grade, sent to Jar Lee, which is alternative school. Got kicked out of Jar Lee and sent to what we call Project Lee, which was the real name for it back then was Richmond Perrin Optimus Academy.
Listen, you all the ones you named. You say you got kicked out. Which okay, what grade you was in then?
First time I got kicked out of Mays was my 6th grade year.
Okay. What you got kicked out for?
I ended up getting into an altercation with a dude, a teacher, I forgot it, Mr. Snyder or something like that. He had told Buddy to, you know, pick up the books that school was finna get, the bill was finna get rain, whatever. I'm trying to rush and finish my shit. So Buddy called like, hey, I need the book. I'm like, hold up, give me a minute, finish picking up the rest of them. Buddy snatched my book and slammed it. And I snapped, I beat his ass.
So this basically was, you know, this was your lifestyle for how long?
Well, as far as what, like, you reacting like that?
Yeah.
Man, since I can remember, I probably go back to probably about 12, man. 12 years old was like my first time being arrested, experiencing juvenile detention, all that. So that's when them troubles really like started. Mind you, that's the same year my old boy died too. You know what I'm saying? I was 12. That was 97. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So if you had to tell any youth out there that lose a father like that, what would you tell them to inspire them? You know, in order they don't turn to the violence, but they try to turn it.
I mean, I think
from you learning now, you know what I'm
saying. My advice would be like every jit at the end of the day, whether you realize it or not, like they gonna be sponges to their old boy. They gonna soak up shit. They gonna see shit. They gonna peep shit, whether you trying to teach it to them or not. So I feel like the good shit that you seeing your old boy do, like take that shit and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit that he said to me, I'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? That shit still stick to me, and I was a jit. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is that like he wanted, you know what I'm saying, for you, like try to carry that shit out, man, but never forget it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Never forget it. That's pretty much what I was saying.
Yeah, pick the positive nuggets. When you peep a negative, you understand it's a negative, but don't take it.
Yeah, because I feel like that's how generational curses are broke. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bring all that baggage that you was taught with you. You know what I'm saying? You pick that good shit, and then you bring it into your life and you apply it as needed. But you don't have to. Because they only gonna teach you what they were taught. You know what I'm saying? So
and they're gonna teach you what they know.
Yeah, that's it. They can't. They only teach you. It's not intentional. They ain't trying to mislead you. But mama gonna teach you what grandma taught her, and grandma gonna teach mama what they taught her, and eventually you know who taught who. So it gets deep, man.
So after that, when was you say your first altercation with the trouble was at 12?
Yeah, it was at 12.
Okay, and after that, you did, I know me and you done spoke, you did do some time. Yeah. What actually got you to the point now, like when you say, okay, man, you know what, I'm gonna try to do it this way. But I'm just gonna tell my life because I know I listen to a lot of your music I'm inspired by everything I've heard because
I appreciate it.
it's like I'm listening to a guy that's actually talking about what he did, but he also telling you the consequences of what can happen, this, here, that, there, you know.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, when you do your music and you write it, it comes from what you done, you know, actually dealt with yourself. Um, and you do write your own music.
Oh yeah, most definitely facts. I was having a conversation with my cousin Real. Shout out my cousin Real too, man. I was having a conversation with my cousin Real the other night, and it was basically about the track I'm doing with my son. And I told him, I say, Carl, I say, I'm gonna hit you back in like 30 minutes, man. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes to write this verse.
Mm-hmm.
On the phone up, did what I did, hit him back. It wasn't even 30 minutes. It was like 13 minutes, 12 minutes, or something like that. So I'm explaining to him, like, cause you gotta understand, it's easy for me to write a verse because this shit real life. I'm just telling my story. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to think and put shit here and create actors and all that shit. This shit come natural. So ain't nothing to sit there and do. I remember I went through this and I'm finna explain how I went through it. It's all about my delivery and that shit after that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, so everything I write is facts, man. I don't have it like that to be talking about all these forms and designer clothes and shit like that. And now last thing I'm gonna be is a nigga that flawed to give you that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I talk about my life. I talk about pain. I talk about the struggle. I talk about shit I done been through, shit I done seen. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's therapy. My music is all therapy,
but
man.
Really, the whole thing about it is it's an up and down situation. Anyway.
Facts.
It's an up and down situation. You just really trying to get it to the point where you got a balance, where you ain't going down all the time. You know what I mean?
That's why they say the more you see, the more you can rap about it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So as it rise and expand, and you know, when I go to being able to do them type of things, then you're gonna hear about them.
Yeah,
then I'll be able, you know.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, right now it's like therapy session, man. It's therapy session. It's clearing my mind. It's getting that shit off my chest. Me coming in here, sitting down, writing me a track is the same as somebody booking a therapy session, going to sit down and pay to talk to somebody. I'm just talking to the mic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was sitting here and I'm looking around and I'm visualizing some pictures up here. I'm not visualizing. I'm looking at some pictures up here. And I see that and everybody, y'all see that, y'all tell you we in the dolphin cave, dungeon, whatever you want to call it, but you know you can call it the dolphin. You hear me? And my man is a dolphin fan, but I see over here right behind you, to your right, there's a picture. What that picture is? You know, I see it say family. You know who?
Well, on this whole picture right here. First off, this was a gift for me for my birthday from my girl. You deal what I'm saying? Shout out to her too. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
And at the top, of course, that's my mom all the way across. Right here is my mom when she was young. It's me when I was young. At the bottom, this me. And over here, this 3 generations. You got me, you got my oldest son, and then you got his son.
Okay. I'm checking out. Okay, so you got your memories in the cave, and I see you. You know, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I see you a Hurricane fan. Yeah, so you just solid 305.
Everything but the Heat and the Marlins. And yeah, I even rock the Marlin hat. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I'm a Pacer man, and I'm Atlanta Brave when it comes to 2 sports. But Hurricane, Dolphin, I ain't know. I'm die hard. Like okay. I love them.
So I when you was growing up and you started getting in the streets, what it led you to different adventures as far as in the street. Okay, if you could replay how you got led in the streets and kept going, and you could replay it differently, how would you actually
to be honest with you, I won't.
You won't.
I won't replay nothing. So because I feel like my theory and my destiny is already pre-written at birth. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Whatever Yahweh got in store for me is already written. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ducking it, ain't no high. If it's meant for me to go in a car accident, I could be in Honolulu. I'm gonna get in an accident. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do life. So everything I went through was like stages. It's my books. Right now I'm 38, so I'm on chapter 38 in my book. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you when that bitch gonna end, but eventually it will. It's gonna have a climax somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
All you know is the end.
It's gonna end. I just hope it end good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right now I'm on chapter 38, so the pages turn every day.
Right.
Every day. That's how I view life. So I won't change nothing, man.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's solid there. That's solid there. You know, and listening to that, I'm saying in my mind, you know, you right, because a lot of us say, okay, it's written already. And
you still got your choices.
Yeah, you got your choices.
It's written.
You can speed it, and you can slow it down. You shift. It's like you shifting gears yourself. But it's gonna happen. I just want to make sure what it do. You know, I'm shining in the light just in my mind right now where how I want to shine when I leave here. You know what I mean? I feel honestly I feel the same way. I'm like, man, it is what it is. I used to tell my kids that they were like, anything you regret, I
don't live with no regrets, man. No, I have some things that I regret, like me doing a bid and not being able to like be that father to my kids, or me doing a bid and missing all the moments with my mom, and then come home to like somebody totally different and then lose her. Like I never experienced like none of the moments. So it do be little times where I wish I can change them, but I don't know if I want to say it's a regret. Right. You know, but if I can change certain things, I don't know, but them things right there I think about a lot, honestly.
Okay. So now I'm gonna shift gears over here. When you how you ended up? I heard one of you talk. I think you were on TikTok or something. I was listening to you talking. You were saying how you came from the 305. You're a country boy now.
Oh yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, man, that's a little duet thing I had did on TikTok when I was just bullshitting around. But I actually like that song. I wish I could make it. I talked to Buddy and I always try to like get that. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, it's like me being from Miami. I ended up in Lake City at first. Well, I actually left Miami. I had a warrant. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to clear it. I had a warrant for some old bullshit. So I'm like, man, I ain't going back. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I shot to Texas. Long story short, I ended up in a little toxic situation, you know what I'm saying? Ended up back in Miami. Then on the way back to Texas, we stopped in Lake City to see my sister. I haven't seen her like since I got out of prison. So I'm like, damn, they got a little 10 o'clock curfew for the little COVID shit. We might as well stop in Lake City, kill two birds with one stone. So pretty much my sister and her husband like try to like convince us like mama's sick, y'all waiting in Texas, like that's too far, whatever the case may be. So by the grace of the Most High, man, that night I got on Marketplace, man, and found a place in Lake City. And the next day I went to holler at Buddy, and we ended up getting that place in True to State. It ain't work, you know. She went her way. I decided to stay, you know. And then it was pretty much a wake up call for me, man. Because don't get me wrong, I'm gonna never forget where I come from. I love my city, you know what I'm saying. I'm Dade County throughout, but at the same time, I view it now as an adult, bro. Miami to me, and nowadays is a place to visit and enjoy yourself. I feel like you should be ducked off with your family peacefully. You did what I'm saying, and I have to worry about the extra shit that come with it. You did what I'm saying? Trouble everywhere, but the chances are higher in Miami. You did what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah, man, I moved up here, man. It's a whole different vibe. I love it. Right. I ain't gonna lie, I love it, man.
And see that a lot of people don't think like that at certain times, especially when they try to get something done, or they feel like they, you know, it's a certain area I got to be in to get done what I'm trying to get done. And honestly, it's kind of where you at in your own mental state and your spirit to where you want to be at anyway. You can live where you want to live. I done did quite a few different places, and you know, I just feel like I can live anywhere, but I'd rather be, you know, where I feel like I'm either needed or wanted in some type of way. You know what I mean? So yeah, so once that happened, now you stopped in Lake City. Now you in, because I heard on one of your songs where you said this from 305 to Hamilton. Yeah. Now you in Jasper, which Jasper is my hometown, which I call Jitty Joe. So you how you ended up here?
Well, I ended up in Jasper. I had met my girl, the one I'm with now, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, which is your cousin, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Shout out
Okay.
Jessica, man. You know what
We
I'm
love
saying?
Jessica.
And we end up, you know, becoming serious about this thing, whatever the case may be. So we pretty much, you know, got together or whatever. I decided to come this way. And I fell in love with it, man. I fell in love with it. It's so peaceful, man. It's just I ain't never had as much time to think. You know, they say idle mind is the devil playground, man, but it depends on how you use it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. And a lot of people don't realize, you know, that country boy swag, that country boy style, that country boy hustle, man. All that is a calm one. It's one, but it's a calm one. You can think in the woods every now and then, you know. So once that happened, okay, now I'm gonna get to the dudes, and we're gonna jump to your showcase in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know you have been rolling around, but when you hit Atlanta, how did you feel? You know, getting there. I mean, from the time you got there, did you have like doubts or
No,
concerns?
I ain't.
You know, and what I mean by that is like, let's say, like, it's just you not looking at you, what you got going on. Because most time that comes to, in my mind, that comes about right before you get ready to get on the stage. That come on, you know. I mean, like your vision of how you gonna move the crowd, how you gonna come at the crowd. That type of
I mean, I kind of had a game plan. Then I was speaking with the rest of the count. Like when we had got that line, all of us met up at the crib we was staying at, and it was me, Fast Life, Juvie, 386, Jody, and Glizzy.
Okay.
And all of us was out there pretty much talking about how many songs we gonna do, what songs we gonna do, blah blah blah. So, you know, I played mine, and then I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna ride with this. It was another song I really wanted to do, but I was like, this shit ain't gonna. This shit more like personal. This shit for an album. I can't, you know, do this like that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody pretty much agreed, like, yeah, that shit that's gonna rock. As far as me performing, it was never a time where I was like nervous. I had doubt in that like that because I never did it on that level. You did what I'm saying? But growing up, I always did little talent shows and stuff like that. You did what I'm saying? Okay. And then add to the fact, like, it was a warm up. That shit was like a domino effect. Like, you had everybody from the count, like, hype everybody up. Like, Juvie go, like, boom, I go. So that energy, you feeding off each other. You know what I'm saying? So when it was my time, it's like, I'm already lit. I'm feeling good. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then once I started, like, the feedback that I was getting, you settle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yo, I'm in there. Let's go. Right. You know?
Okay, and actually, what was one of the songs you performed?
I performed "Fuck What You Heard" and "Memory Lane," and then I performed "Three-Headed Monster," which is the song with Glizzy and 386 Jody.
Okay. So when you did the song with Glizzy and 386 Jody, how did y'all because when I heard it, that was my first time.
You'll be surprised. That's why I was telling you earlier, like, some people just, when you see people like LeBron, Kobe, you know, people like that, like, those people have God-given talents, dog. They just blessed with that. When it comes to music shit, that's why I was telling you, man, some people are just blessed with it. Bro, we literally got that song that morning. Man. We never performed that song. Nobody never heard that song. None of that. That song, Trap sent that song to us that morning. You did what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he signed to 386 Jody. 386 Jody sent it to me that morning. I mean, we already know what we were gonna do with it because me and 386 Jody was already like playing with it here. Right. You know, but when we signed it to Glizzy, I had ended up going to Miami for my nephew's funeral. You did what I'm saying? And that's when I got the call, like, boy, Glizzy just slid that bitch. And when I heard it, it's like, oh, yeah. You know, I heard the little...
When I heard that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, nobody, we hit him with that one.
I was like, y'all hit me with it. I was like, when they did that one?
And ain't too many people still haven't heard it yet. We still haven't released that song.
Yeah. But, man, that thing, that came through, man. So, we did the vibe that you had got and through the experience that you got, that really kind of, I noticed I seen where you said something about you was getting ready to like retire, and
I had spoke to Trap about that because I didn't know that the same talent as far as rapping, like I didn't know like that shit flowed through my songs. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know, we'll probably get on that a little later, but because like I didn't have that relationship, that bond with them due to me being in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
So how much time did you do?
I got a 15-year sentence, man, but I ended up doing 15 years, 14 years and 9 months off a 15-year bid. I went in at 17 and got out at 32.
So how old your son was?
When I got out, my son was 15 and 16. Yeah. So like we never had that bond, you see what I'm saying? We never had that. So it's like, I don't know, man, it hit different when I got down there to Miami to my little nephew's funeral, man. Long little grandson, by the way, man. When we got down there, my son sent it to my email and I'm playing it in the truck as we leaving the cemetery. I'm like, damn, this young nigga pretty much really slide. So I told myself, I say, damn, dog, like, nigga, you pushing 40. You see what I'm saying? Like, your son younger, you know what I'm saying? He more like, he can fit into what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? That type of vibe, that type of swag. Niggas see me and be like, old head. You know, it's for the few that can relate to me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, so it's like, man, I'm finna go ahead and fall back and just try to push my sons. You know what I'm saying?
They see you as an old head. I know how they see me.
Hey, man, I told my son the other day, like they used to tell me, boy, you just better live to get my age.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, this thing, so, and that's true. And especially if you trying to live the same way I lived when I was your age.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because if you trying to live like I was living when I was 23, yeah, it wasn't a good, it wasn't a real safe environment. Too much to know wherever you went. Yeah, that yeah, especially if you're trying to live that kind of way. So when it came down to you actually getting with your son, now that's what you're doing. You actually started that and still doing that now.
Well, they actually like, that's why on that little song I had did with
you reached out or they reached out.
Well, it was kind of like a two-way street, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because the one I got now is like, it's my youngest son. And that's the one, like, we never really had that relationship. You know what I'm saying? His mom was 3 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? With him when I caught my bid. And due to certain situations, it ain't work out with us. You know what I'm saying? You know how shit be, man. But, I never developed that bond. I always felt like, he young or whatever, so he's only going to believe what he hears. I never had the chance to, like, tell my side of the story. You dig what I'm saying? That's why I just thank y'all wait for this opportunity, man. And it's like, we bonding, bro. We bonding, like, and that's why I just say it's like shit starting to change, man. It's like a lot of shit starting to change for the better. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit starting to change for the better.
Yeah. And that go with how you thinking now, because the way you doing it now, you moving a little more positive than you was. You gradually growing yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? Because when it get down to it, man, it's if you're trying to stay where you at and you're drowning.
Facts.
And that's really anything. And that's to any and everybody. That's even to me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to have some things drastically happen in our life to make us say, "Whoa!"
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? You might can't change it, but you can change yourself. So in your future right now, if you went to anything you had to do outside of music, what's your passion? Well, when I say because you can have different passions for different things, just like music. You know what I'm saying? Well, outside of music,
I mean, to be honest, like, if I was speaking, if you had asked me that question, like, before I went to Atlanta, I probably would have had all type of shit on the list. But now it's like, music is like, ain't no plan B. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, ain't no plan B. But at the same time, there is some shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as like my passion, like Kurt, that's my old boy name. LUCURT, you know what I'm saying? Is my name. My grandma's name was Lula Mae. My dad's name was Curtis. So I just pretty much put LUCURT together. You know what I'm saying? And come up with that. Now, Kurt in itself, when I was in prison, I wrote out the whole plan, did my little research, and I always had visions of starting this little nonprofit organization, which was titled Kurt, which stood for pretty much Children Understanding Responsible Thinking. You understand what I'm saying? And the ideas and the vision I had with it was more like the kids that has it was pretty much catering to kids that have parents that's incarcerated though. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the qualifications for, you know what I'm saying? But then I was being told you gotta really like you can't have it to as like discrimination, they gotta be whatever. But this is where I pretty much wanna direct this to like kids that have parents that's incarcerated, and I wanna have like a center where they have tutors and help them with stuff where they do like little field trips and stuff like that that we had growing up. Like I don't see that no more. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's always been a vision for me. But that Kurt, that children understanding responsible thinking, man, I definitely got a passion for that. Even like coaching little kids and just trying to steer them in the right way. You know what I'm saying? If I can help them, man, then that's good outside of my music. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it ain't too much.
Basically, so outside of your music, you kind of in the point of like wanting to be a community, somebody to help in the community, help with the community in any kind of way you can. Like when you say doing something for the kids, or open up enough.
I wouldn't say like the whole community. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty much I want to reach like the underprivileged kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't have their dad. Ones that don't have their mom. And before like the wrong people grab them, like I'd rather somebody from Kurt Foundation grab them and know that they like led in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. Have you looked into it? And I don't want to get too deep into you, but that's good because a lot of times a lot of the children go astray because the parents either passed away or they
incarcerated. Facts.
Yeah. A lot of times that be the situation. So the reason why I say the community, because I was basically saying like just children in general, but they in the community, and but you making sure that they get some nourishment. That's I don't even think I ever heard of a foundation like that.
I seen them grow when I was growing up. They was all around. You understand what I'm saying? But I took it and tried to like enhance it, put my little twist on it, like. Because everything I do is centered around me being some type of chain gang advocate. You know what I'm saying? A voice for people incarcerated.
Right.
Everything is centered around that. So when I thought about that, it's like, damn, there's so many kids out there like that's going the wrong way because they ain't got their old boy, they ain't got their old girl. So I want to do it for the ones that's incarcerated.
Okay. Well, you need you need to look in there. We need to look in there to see what's what. Because man, honestly, that's needed in and everywhere. Because one thing about this, we already know what the future is, and the future ain't nothing but the children. You know what I'm saying? So,
I remember I was locked up, man. There was an old head in my cell. I was on CM at Santa Rosa. Park James. I don't even know if Park still living or not. At that time, Park had been down 42 years, and this was 2008. And I remember it was the young dudes in there kicking on the door and doing that. He said, "Boy, I tell you, when I came up, it wasn't like this." He said, if y'all my future, I got to find a fountain of youth, quick, fast, in a hurry." I'll never forget it. And since then, shit done changed. But that always stick to me, like when he say that, like I got to find a fountain of youth, quick, fast, in a hurry. If we his future, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and make me look back at some of the stuff I got into and was involved in and be like, man, red day, But then I'd be like, you know what? I wouldn't have these wits. You know what I mean?
Everything happened for a reason. That's how I view life.
I wouldn't have these wits.
If you turn left, say if it's a whole bag of money left. If you turn right, you're gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's if it's meant for you to go that way, you're gonna go that way.
Right.
That's just how I look at it, man.
Right.
Get that soda right on.
Unless you coerce them go the other way. So the music that you actually is doing right now is music, like I would say, it's hip hop. And I say like, well, what they call it hip hop. What I call it, I remember they used to call it reality music.
Mm-hmm.
At one time it was reality music. That was, I can go way back before they were ever called it hip hop. I think it was reality music because I think it was NWA came out, because it was a reality of what they was doing or what they saw.
Facts.
And some people start calling it gangster music. No, it ain't gangster music. It's actually reality music. So a lot of what you talk about is in your lifestyle or within a lifestyle that you was in. But now you actually learn from your own lifestyle how to maneuver in different ways now, to the point the way like when you told me when you were saying about the home for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you go my that's what I really want, because you already know up here is where it started.
Yeah, for sure. You got to think it first.
Yeah. So and I know when I actually first met you, it was in Atlanta, and I'm gonna go to this, and I'm gonna tell you now. I was waiting to get you on here anyway to tell you this here. You remember when I pulled you to the side and I said, "Man, I really like your vibe, dog."
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what made me pull you to the side is when the guy was, doing his showcase, and he actually sung up on your girl, and you said, "Hey, oh," and you recorded.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing hit me was, man, you know what, this old mind thing turned a bad solution into a very, very good one, to where everybody actually, that's when the vibe got real struck, and then bam, then y'all hit the stage like two acts later. It's your demeanor, and when you done it, I was like, whoa, because that's what I've done.
But see, I ain't gonna lie, man. That situation right there, that shit right there showed me growth.
Well,
because the old me, we would have been done.
Hey, listen,
that show would have been over right then.
All I'm gonna tell you is this, man. Talk with Gleason. Tell Gleason what I told him the next day after the show.
That show would have been over. Then I had to realize, like, homie record. Like, homie showing, he performing. I ain't sitting next to my girl. He doing his thing. When he look, it's an empty seat right there. She by herself.
And he trying to snatch the crowd.
Yeah, so he putting on. So I had to think quick. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, man, that situation right there, it showed me growth, man, because...
Listen, you notice, after that, before you even...
She even said it. She like, I told Manny you were gonna snap.
After that, listen, man. After that, before when I pulled you, I said, man, listen, man. I know it then. I said, that's what I'm talking about, because I already know. Because I heard that. Hey, and then I heard it. Because I was behind you.
Catch myself. Like, damn.
Yeah. I was like, and you called yourself to nobody even thought about it.
I called it even if you look at the video, I got it recorded on my camera.
I got it.
Yeah.
I was telling you, I was behind you.
I was like, hey, because I'm recording him, and then I'm following him. I see he going like,
right.
What the hell? So okay, your homies he recording, man.
Yeah,
on the show.
So that when I say okay, I said, I said that's what's up. And I agreed to told him. I said, boy, look here. I said, that's what I'm talking about. You need cats that know how and when. Facts. It's different. That's what I really want to get. It's different when you out there in another city, another state, and you on a platform and don't nobody really know nobody but the ones in your camp. So now, when you out there, you turn into you got to be two or three. You need two or three different people.
You need people around you that can think in critical moments like that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people, man. Like I say, the old me, man. I would have crashed, and I would have thought about that shit later. You understand what I'm saying? Because to me, it's all about respect. But I can't expect homie to like give me respect when you don't see what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there. If I was there, he wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? He performing, he doing his show, he putting on. So that's just like, me. If I was there and I ain't had no lady, I probably would have tried to, do some shit like that too. I'm performing. But you need people like that can think, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like a lot of people go wrong at too with like today's artists is like, they got all this bread, man. They got all this, fame and shit like that, but they ain't got the right people around them to like let them know, no, I don't post that. No, I don't record that. No, I don't do that. No, hell no, I don't even respond. It's like,
Right.
You know, so
guys,
they don't
they
have
ain't
it.
got that person that's gonna actually try to guide them because a lot of them been taught that we got to change it to you when say all publicity is good publicity. Well, all publicity ain't.
No, definitely not.
It used to be when when rap music wasn't heard of, but now that it is, you can't let the publicity that got you in there kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a double-edged sword in a way. So it's basically how you respond, how you is in your mind state when you wherever you at. And if you already come with the mind of destruction, then it's gonna be hard to stop you. If you know what I'm saying, but if you ain't came with the mind of destruction, you can stop and get yourself together. You know, that's just the way it is. Um,
So
so that I want to bring that up because that actually I mean when I say that touched me, I was like, oh man, I say that's what a brother need around him out here because and the energy that y'all gave, man, that energy it was what was I mean like what was going through your mind when it first I think who kicked it off? Didn't Gleazy kicked it off? Yeah, Gleazy kicked it off. What was going through your mind once Gleazy hit it? What was going through your mind after you kind of feel the Gleason doing his music and then the feel of the crowd?
I kind of like the whole time is like being that Gleazy pretty much familiar with that type of environment. He done it before. Like I looked at him pretty much for like, the feed off, the right and wrongs, how this operate, how that go. So I mean, just seeing him turn up like that and knowing that I'm there to represent a brand, a camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, I got to keep that same energy. Like, it's not competition in a negative way,
Right.
but it's a friendly competition, just like iron sharpen iron. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if me and you play football and we out there one-on-one, we're only making each other better. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing somebody go hard like that, in my mind, like, oh, boy, I got to snap. Boy, I got to go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
right. I like when you said it. You say iron sharpens iron. Because a lot of people out there, you already know they got these football fans in history. Just like the Hurricanes or the Dolphins. Anytime they playing, they going at each other to get each other better. So after Gleason came off, I think you came on next.
I don't even remember the line. I know for a fact I was right before 386 Jody though,
right?
because the last
he
song,
was last.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so
he was last. You came. I'm telling you the lineup. You came behind Gleason. Once you came behind Gleason, how okay, you already got it in your mind how you gonna do it? Because I noticed you turned around one time, you jumped on the stage, you turned around and boom, and I'm like, okay, it was almost like you in so many ways. It was almost like you kind of transformed and say, okay, boom, and you. But
I was really pretty much feeding off the energy. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Like me down there on the flow, it's like I can't see what I want to see. So going up there and getting on the stage, now I can see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I'm really, I see the energy. I'm feeling it more.
Right.
And that's when I went back down. I don't know what song it was, but I know Memory Lane. That's a song too that I feel like kind of personal. You know what I'm saying? But fuck what you heard, that did it.
Right. Okay.
That's the one that that's the one like turned their ass up. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
That's the one.
Now see the thing. I was honestly I was pumped up on all of them because I had all the the only ones I didn't buy to was yours, but I listened to the lyrics and I'm like, whoa. So every time that's why I'm first on bopping because I was recording it first. I'm like, and once I got into this, okay, man, I started recording. I said, okay, yeah. So and I was and a lot of what you were saying in your lyrics actually kind of put me back in the my own zone about how my lifestyle was.
That's why before I performed, I was like, how many niggas in this motherfucker have been locked up?
Right,
yeah. Because if you done been locked up, man, you hear that song right there. If you can't feel that song, you ain't never did no bid, man.
Right.
Like if you can't feel Memory Lane, man, you ain't never did no bid.
Oh, you ain't listening to the word.
One of the other.
Facts. One of the other. Are you ain't listening to the word? And that's what I like because I would listen to him like, okay, he rolling. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. But so after that, okay, we know 3 Jody got it. Then y'all did the the three-head monster. Now, the way y'all did that, I mean, I really liked that song.
That's a nice song.
Yeah, I really, and it was like each one of y'all complimented each other with the voices, whatnot, how you came in. It was like, it was, you know, had some artists get on some songs. They just got on there because both of them was top artists, but it's hard to compliment to where you could blend in. You know what I'm saying? Like a Webby and a Bootsy together.
That's why I had posted what I posted. I say when you got a team, when you got a team of people with the same mindset but different upbringings, how you gonna stop them? Each one of us gonna give you something different. You get what I'm saying? Each art, you ain't gonna hear no artist here that's gonna give you the same vibe. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I say we covering all angles, because you want to hear something for the females, we got that. You want to hear something for the niggas locked up doing time, going through pain, we got that. You want to hear niggas that just lyrical, we got that. You know what I'm saying? So it's there. We covering all angles, so you can't lose. You can't lose.
But man, look here, man. Y'all hearing it now. But man, LUCURT, I want you to tell them once again where they can follow you at.
Man, you can find me at LUCURT85 on all platforms, man. Terrell Diane's son Anderson on Facebook. Again, LUCURT85 on all platforms. My music, wherever you stream your music at, is there. You can go find it, go support, go subscribe, man. Show a little love. And make sure you tell them how to spell LUCURT, because I think you spell LUCURT. Yeah, you're gonna spell it. Nados, I don't know. I guess it's been typed in more frequently. It's popping up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it pops as soon as
once you just type LU, it's popping up. You know what I'm saying? But it's LU, then it's an apostrophe, then it's Kurt, CURT, 85. Okay. Sometimes you ain't got to put 85. You'll see me though. You'll definitely see me.
Okay, see, so that's my man LUCURT. I know I had to make sure I got him on here, man, because I'm telling you, when I first met him, I think, matter of fact, I actually first met you at the comedy show.
Oh yeah. That's what man 386 Jody was invited by his brother to perform up here at the Civic Center right here in Jasper, and you pulled up. Right, that's the first night.
Who was it? Who was the comedian in that? Was that
Raw J?
Raw J, right? That show was Raw J, man. Shout out,
shout out to Raw J.
Shout out to Raw J, man.
I see you doing your thing, homie.
So that's when me and you actually first met. But then when I see you actually perform, because I left early, and I didn't get the performance y'all did. Yeah. Now because I left out early, because I think I was running in. I was, oh man, I
think honestly though, if me and 386 Jody would have performed what we performed that night in Atlanta, we'd have got a different reaction. We didn't know what we was pretty much facing. You understand what I'm saying? We were just invited. I was invited pretty much at the ass end of it. So I'm feeling like it's gonna be that vibe. We finna go in there and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there and we seen the crowd, it was more like, it's like, damn, these people I don't even think these are the type of people for this song. You see what I'm saying? Cause we popping out shit. Then you got people, grandmas out here, aunties, kids, and shit like that. So it's like, damn, I think we fucked up, because but them songs wasn't meant for that type of crowd. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity, but no, what we talk about, man, it was like no. I swear, man.
That was for the
It was something that 386 Joda's brother is promoting his movement, the 49th Law, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so that was the one that I think it was the Civic Center here in Jasper.
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, okay. Now, I didn't know. I actually didn't. Jody told me Jody told me that y'all was supposed to be performing. I told him I didn't know how long I was going to have to stay, because I was coming to, I was actually dropping something off and going. I think I was here to Atlanta, but when I seen the crowd, I thought it was a comedy. I thought I knew it was comedy.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know that they had asked y'all. Y'all came in.
Well, we came in
with the hood thing.
All respect, man, to everybody that did they act that night. You know what I'm saying? I respect all talent, man. You had people that had poetry. You had people that You know, Raw J did his comedy. You had other rappers, but
the song
selections that they had was positive. It was a message. We ended up popping our shit. We just popping our shit. So it was like different. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, you have people in there that you know, hey, talk to us, hey man, go holler at such out the show. He wanna holler at you, but at the end of the day, man, that shit be like talk, man. You know, they ain't doing that. You want me to chase you and all that. I ain't doing that. Right. Then, you know, we end up getting a video. Shout out to Crunk Boy Films. He ended up doing that video for us. You know what I'm saying? At 386, I mean that MIA to the Jitty. Where me and 386 Jody. So that's how we came about that video that night, that same night. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
So it's okay. So because I was wondering when I saw that y'all had went live. I think I was on my way. That out of there, but I was driving. I said I ain't gonna be able to watch it. So I catch it later. But once I started hearing, matter of fact, 386 Jody sent me a song. And I was like, whoa, that song. So I hit it back to that was 5 chords. So after that, you know, Gleason asked me about, you think I need to ask 386 Jody if you want to go to Atlanta? Yeah, shoot, I asked them all. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, it was like boom. You know what I'm saying? But so you met 386 Jody through his sister?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, when I started dealing with 386 Jody's sister, he was incarcerated at the time. So she used to like ask me little questions about how this work, how that work, how she do this, what I think should happen, and all that type of stuff. I give my little advice or whatever. He ended up getting out, man. And when I met him, it's like pretty much anybody that done did a bid, man. For some reason, I can click to you because we gonna pretty much see shit the same way. You know what I'm saying? When you out here, like, it ain't no more, no principles, no standards, nothing like that out here compared to them. But long story short, man, we went to talk about making music and stuff like that, and we used to sit in my truck, man, and be on Beat Loud, little apps and shit, just recording all day beats and shit like that. And well, you know what, man? It's just like fuck that, we gonna take this serious, boy. Because I mean, it's there. You got people like, man, y'all wasting talent and this and that and da da da. But yeah, man, that's how we end up clicking. We've been rocking ever since.
That was up.
So
that's it. Well, you hear it here now. Right here, speaking the real, man. My man, LUCURT, man. Y'all make sure y'all get with LUCURT, man. LUCURT doing some big things, man. LUCURT is doing some big things. It's been to blow up some big things. I'm glad that I actually met him. I'm glad that me and him is working together. I'm glad that he's a part of my team. I'm a part of his team. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing come in all types of shapes and forms. And a lot of times you get some good people, you know what I'm saying, that come in your life that can help you move forward in what you're doing. So glad to have met you. So glad to be doing work with you. Real, you know what I'm saying? Real, speaking of real type things, man. This is Mr. Go Get It, my man LUCURT. Y'all make sure y'all follow LUCURT, man. And keep on following Speaking the Real, because Speaking the Real gonna be talking about LUCURT and GGI and everything that's going on with LUCURT and his music, and we're gonna see what's gonna be happening in the future with his son that's doing his music. So we're gonna keep on checking these things and come back at you. Like I said, this is Mr. Go Get It, man. I appreciate all my followers, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, y'all download, y'all like, y'all share, and y'all let them know that Mr. Go Get It be on here with everybody Speaking the Real. Peace.
Yo.
What am I to do when they spraying lies, but this is the truth? I ain't gon' post, ain't finna hate on your growth, but they gon' hit my side in the booth. Somebody lied to me too.